Finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New York Giants.
Aldrich Rosas to kick off for the Giants.
The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First down, long, and the Giant rush gets home as down he goes. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Now this throw caught left side. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 16 yards, a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
From the gun, long. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
And a Buccaneer first down.
Operating from the gun, long. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. There's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. From the gun, long. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown.
Complete to
Chris Godwin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead. Well, what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs, and if you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you talk about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you've got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
Their own 24-yard line.
Jameis now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on third down. From the gun, Winston. Catch made by Slayton. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out first and 10. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Tampa Bay.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Brings up second and 11 at the 45-yard line.
Second and 11. Operating from the gun. Long. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Lions take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up first and 10. A first down run from Barkley, pretty well defended. Give him 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 24, Winston. And Winston lost the football. But I believe the Giants got this back, and they will hold on to the possession. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Winston. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
That's taken it around the 40. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. Now a first down carry by Jones. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
Gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 45-yard line.
From the gun, long. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
First down, Buccaneers.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Long. Open man is Asiasi, the tight end. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Giants nothing.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants' 13-yard line. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
Inches.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead.
His kick is good.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-0.
Giants nothing.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the 2nd half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards on the play, first down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st and 10.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A good pickup there, 21 yards. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7.
Makes the score Buccaneers 21, Giants 7. Aldrich.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total. They run with Jones on 1st down, but he'll struggle here just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 45-yard line.
It's a good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st down, Rainey. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
On 2nd down, Rainey. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
And it's 3rd down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the
touchdown, Tampa Bay!
Complete to
Laviska Shenault. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
Third and long for Winston. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
For Alan Lazard, incomplete. Sets up 4th down.
Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for New York. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return, and there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Their own 23-yard line.
Second half begins with a run from Barkley. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Tackle. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On play action, Winston. That's caught. It's John Hightower. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first. Now Winston. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Jameis to throw it. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
3rd and short yardage. Winston. This will be taken in by Hightower. And he will have a Giants first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Here's Winston completing a quick throw out wide. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Well, they certainly haven't been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
On 2nd and 7, Winston. This is caught. And the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. To throw is Winston. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
That I'm struggling to understand a little bit. That close to the goal line, first down, run the football. If you want to throw it, throw some play action on 2nd down.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Ready? Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team. Wait. Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, defense.
Here's Winston. This will be caught at about the 5. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
So on 4th down, on comes the Giants kicker, Aldrick Rosas, for the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Rosas' kick is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
5-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one, and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Now long from the gun on 3rd down. Open man has got it. It's complete. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory.
39.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 2. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants' 40-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Following the interception, Winston. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
We know he has pretty good hands on display there. In fact, he only needed one of them.
Yeah, nowadays, all these receivers work on this, right? They do the one-handed catches off the machine in practice. They do it with their quarterbacks. They do it contested, uncontested. They make it part of their repertoire.
Winston's pass.
Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
Throwing, Winston. And Ingram holds it in. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 12-yard line. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
This will be caught at about the 6. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Evan Ingram, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Play fake. Winston. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Vita Vea breaking through to get the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now from the 9, here's second and goal.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Now Winston. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Winston. And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. No surprise there. Third and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And it's third down.
The Bucs on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun. Long. He'll find his tight end here, Asiasi. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Back to throw. Long. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Julian Love picks it. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
You got nothing today. You got nothing. 54.
On 1st and 10, Winston. That's complete to Slayton. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A gain of 32 that time.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 3 yards the gain there, second down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now.
Right there. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch.
And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to third and goal. Jameis again. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
A 32-yard attempt.
Rosa's kick is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position with all 3 timeouts. I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
They'll run on first down. Rainey. And now the rookie's free. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They'd done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Winston from the gun on third down. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first. But at least it's 4th down.
In a 4th down.
Ready? Black 25. Right there. 54.
Desperation time. Winston on 4th down. He's got Evans. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Winston now to throw on first down. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Mike's 54. 54. That's the lead. Come team. Check. Fresno. Wait.
Another try after the first down sack. Winston, catch made by Slayton. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third.